let me tell you, this lady over here last week was annoying me with her freaking TikToks and Instagram reels of this one song. One freaking song, okay?
You loved it. I don't know why you can't get on board with it.
Because it's AI.
Yes, but it is catchy. And I mean, the AI was already used, so replaying it doesn't,
It shows support.
It shows support.
It means that people are going to be like, if that did well, if I make one, it'll do well too, you know? Anyways, that's not our topic.
That's not our topic.
Music is.
Yes.
And, okay, we went to talk to someone about something, and we ended up playing the sound for them. And then immediately right after they started singing it.
And they said they couldn't get it out of their head.
And they had never heard it before either.
They had never heard of it. And I think that's the power of music, right? Which is our topic today. Sort of this music and how it impacts mood and how it's involved with memory and can be used for the most part in healing, in mental health. I mean, there are times where we have to be cautious of music, as with anything. And so, yeah, I mean, to me, music is one of the primary things that can be used very quickly to alter regulation. I mean, think about it. You want to get pumped up. You want to go work out. You want to hype some people up.
I listen to sad songs while working out.
Wait, what?
I do.
Really?
Yeah. I don't, okay, there's not many songs I like super upbeat, like pump it up sort of vibes. I don't like them. They're not usually my vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
not
no.
typically.
If I'm working out, I am throwing on my 80s hairband music, man.
I've got like some country, I've got some pop, but it's usually all, for the most part, sadder. Not like sad, low beat. It's like...
That makes me sad that you say that.
Midline, not super high beat, not super low beat, you know?
Okay, but then I wonder, like, how much does that just sort of match you? Because you're just
no,
sort of...
that's very true.
Really?
Yeah. That checks out, actually.
I mean, not the sad girl thing.
No.
But just sort of that steady, even.
Yeah.
Whereas, honestly, with my music, I want, pump up the jam sort of stuff or mellow, right? Like, I go from my 80s hair bands to my Enya.
Well, you go from, like, 0 to 60 also all the time. So, like...
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my good beach music, too. So I think probably that, like me, I like a lot of different music.
Yeah.
And it depends on where I'm at and what I'm doing.
I don't. In fact, when I'm in the car with people, I let them pick the music because I'm like, you're not going to like my music.
I tend to like what you choose. But
I don't play you all my music. There's some that I'm like, no.
So you play what you think I'll like?
I play the ones that I feel like are safe bets.
Safe bets of what? That I'll like or... that I won't engage you in a conversation about the song?
Yeah, that. Very much that.
What was that look for?
Because you try in so many different ways to engage people about why they're listening to what they're listening to and other things. And sometimes we just don't want to explain ourselves. Like, why can't I just like the song? I like songs with, like, deeper meanings to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And... just because I like them, not because like I feel some sort of way about them.
Yeah, I don't
and you'd
always
be like,
care that you feel a certain way about them.
But you'd ask.
I'd ask, why do you like it? What about the song do you like?
Guys.
Just because I'm being curious.
This is a therapist mom sort of conversation. I don't think the average mom would be like, so what do you like about this song? How does it make you feel?
Okay, very seldom do I ask, how does it make you feel? Because even as a therapist, I usually don't ask, how does it make you feel?
Mm-hmm. What does it bring up for you?
I don't ask you that in everyday conversation. I might ask that one of a client. What comes up for you when you're hearing that song? But for you, I just want to know why you like it.
But if I played a whole bunch of like really sad songs back to back with a whole bunch of like deep gutted vibes, you'd be like, so what is this? What's going on?
I would probably be like, are you okay? Do you need a coffee?
Yeah,
I probably would be. Yeah, probably by the fifth or sixth sad, depressing song, I might be looking at you going.
Usually when I play you music, I play like one like super high upbeat, like out there, super freaky girl kind of vibes.
Okay, I sort of do like that song.
Yeah. And then I'll play you some sort of sad songs like Falling by Harry Styles.
Oh, I love that song too.
Yeah. And I just alternate them so I never get asked about them.
And that's a good technique with me, honestly, because there's some songs like I can listen to quite a few in a row, but I really like to switch it up, right? Like even
And she won't think too deeply into it if I switch it up.
Because so we have a road trip playlist that is up to what, 7-8 hours?
I don't have access to it anymore.
Oh, we'll have to make certain you have access, right? Because we do these 14-hour road trips, sometimes 12 to we live in the middle
of everything.
Everywhere, middle of nowhere, middle of everywhere. Yeah. So 12-hour jaunt to New Orleans, 14-hour jaunt. Well, 12 to Denver, but we typically go to the southern area of Colorado. So
there's usually at least one road trip a year.
Oh, at least. Well, and now I'm gearing up for more road trips because I'll be going to Colorado
during times I can't go. Anyways,
a couple of times. So, so we love our road trip music,
and we can always tell which ones I've added and which ones they've added because they never match. Russell's is like mostly country, a little bit of like what you like. Yours is very much 80s hair band, and then mine is very much pop.
Right. And I've got some 70s classics in there too. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is, if it's a song and it's like, oh, we got to add that to our playlist because we can always go forward. But it's sort of nice because it is very like sort of all different. Like there might be 3 or 4 songs in a row if one of us added several songs from like a similar. Yeah. Like, oh, wait, yeah, I had to add this Prince song. Oh, wait, he's got a couple of other favorite songs, you know, my favorite song. So there might be 2 or 3 in a row, but for the most part, it's all over the place. But we sort of like it.
It really is. Yeah.
And it's sort of fun when something comes up, and which is the power of music. And then there's just certain songs that we then just all start singing.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you listen? How can anyone listen to Sweet Caroline and not start singing?
Yeah, listen, it's not a go-to song of mine. I don't very much enjoy it.
But it doesn't matter if you enjoy it.
No.
But you got to sing it when it comes on.
Yeah. Do I wish someone would turn it off? Absolutely. However, I'm not going to be the one to turn it off.
Right. And then songs make us think about different things, right? Like, My Brown Eyed Girl. Like, that's you, baby. You're my brown eyed girl. You know?
Okay.
And so when we think about music, there's so many different things that it does for us. Mm-hmm. We talked about mood regulation. Mm-hmm. And so if you think about it, music is used for a lot of different ways that we want people to feel. Mm-hmm. If you want people to feel calm and relaxed, what music are we going to put on?
Calm and relaxing music.
Yes. Meditation.
Calm, soft beats.
Right. So like in our waiting room, we're usually having some sort of instrumental or jazz, something that's just sort of soft and low types of things. If I'm getting, like when I get a massage, the music is very gentle, relaxing. Sometimes we'll even have some waterfalls in the back. I think that's on our music in our waiting room too. Mm-hmm. You know, at home, I'll probably put on some Enya. That's probably my go-to. Yeah, relaxing. It's an artist.
Oh.
She's an artist.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Obviously, I need to do some more work and but okay, that is not going to go on my road trip music. There's just some things that the calming music, that is not road trip music. No. So then you have that. But think about this, like before a sporting event, aren't they all about music? I mean, why do people have marching bands?
This is very true. I don't know.
Right? Think about this. Pep band. It's a thing.
It's to get people going. It's to get them riled up.
Yes. And there's certain beats and certain music that you choose to do that with.
Yes.
And then there's just certain songs, right? So you got the emotional regulation, but then also connection. And I think that that's why some of these trending things makes people feel connected, like they're part of
this trend,
the trend or the know-how. Or think about the ones with the dance movements, the Macarena or the chicken dance
everybody
song.
can do,
right?
They do it together.
They do it together. Yeah. What are some recent ones? It's been a while since
during like COVID 2020. On TikTok, they would do TikTok dances. Yes, so they'd pick like a clip of a song, and then someone would make a dance to it, and then everyone else would like join in. Like the Renegade. I never did any of them. I never learned any of them, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, and then wasn't there like, and I'm probably going to say this wrong, so you can correct me, like Gangnam Style?
That was, okay, that was early. I was probably elementary school.
Yeah, I mean,
when that came out.
So sometimes they just come out and they're just, I remember when I was probably in college, Vogue.
Okay.
What about Vogue? Well, it was just a song, Strike a Pose, Vogue, Oh, and then there was Walk Like an Egyptian. Like, so some, like those weren't full dances, but they were, but they were sort of a thing that made you think of a particular song because you would do particular dance moves or what have you with it.
Hammer Time.
Hammer Time. Yes. Dating me. Yes. But what about your age? I mean, I think your age is sort of a little bit more challenging because the world sort of shut down at a prime time.
We have TikTok dances, Angel.
You got TikTok dances.
We had TikTok dances.
See? So even when the world shut down, you guys made it happen.
Yeah. What else is there? It's popular right now. I forget what it's called. Square dancing.
Wait, what? It's back?
Different versions of it. I don't know if that's what it's called right now. I can't think of the things. Anyways.
Okay. But this is something that I think really a lot of it happens in culture and those are shared experiences where people feel like they can come together. They're part of it. They're belonging. You're laughing at me.
No, I was thinking of it and I can't remember So something that Laura and I did in college was we would make people learn the Cotton Eye Joe.
The what?
The Cotton Eye Joe. The little dance?
No. I missed this one.
Okay, I'll teach you later.
You'll teach me later. Okay.
Yeah. But like we figured out that people who were not from the Midwest didn't know what it was. So we'd make people learn it.
Oh,
we did it in
college?
class. Yeah. Okay. We did it in class one day.
Okay. Yeah. And it's a whole dance move, huh?
It's a whole little dance.
Okay.
Do I need to get up and show you real quick?
I feel like the listeners now are like, show us what this is. We're not putting it
on there. Y'all can look up
No. So, but I do think that this makes it feel fun and that people feel like they can just jump in and fit in, which so many times that sense of belonging is one of our basic needs, feeling connected with others. So music is really good at bringing people together.
Yeah. I mean, even in social gatherings, there's usually music behind you.
Music behind you, yeah. Because, well, think about that. Whether it's a party that you're doing, whether you guys are just out. Last night, your brothers and their friends, just music out in the backyard, playing?
There was no music back there.
Oh, there was, because I was like, that sounds really loud. And it was 10 o'clock, which I know is early.
They
And
left the freaking pool light on until after midnight. I was trying to sleep, y'all. It was shining through my windows.
So now we know all about your social life on a Saturday night.
Yeah, I went out with my parents.
To the German Fest.
Got free food from my parents. I had a no-spend Saturday night, and you know what? I had a margarita at the end of it.
A no-spend Saturday night?
Yeah.
Then your brothers called you to pick him up.
Yeah. And then he made me margaritas.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
And you were in bed by midnight.
Yeah, I was, because I had to be up early.
Yes.
Oops, sorry, guys.
So again, that sense of fitting in, belonging, there's music in the background. Mm-hmm. So that would be interesting, like, because a lot of times people have different ways that they use music too, right? Whether they're using it just sort of as background, whether it's, getting ready, working out, pre-test, pre-performance, like I hear a lot of athletes have certain playlists that they listen to. I think like Michael Phelps would say, before his races, he would listen to a playlist. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously dance, that's what you did. Music was sort of integral to that.
Yeah, it happened. I don't know. I danced, guys. I did.
You danced.
I did.
Yes. And then... So
I don't think I use music in the way that a lot of people use music.
Really?
I don't think it does as much for me.
Really?
But we've also established some sort of baseline all the time. So the really pump up songs, they don't pump me up.
Really?
They're not my vibe. Not really. Every once in a while, if I'm in like a silly, goofy mood, I'll put one on and I'll dance around. But like, very rarely.
Because most of the time you're just sort of even kill, going around, doing your thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't relate.
I just like it. I'm not using it to like, I wouldn't say like hype music. I just think like if I'm on the treadmill, putting on the music keeps me going, especially if I don't have something to occupy myself.
See, I like to occupy myself with the story of the song.
Otherwise, so you're not listening to the beat as much.
No, I don't care about the beat.
You got to listen to the music.
I like the lyrics.
So this helps. Like, so this might help break it down, right? Because some of us may be listening for the beat of the music. Mm-hmm. And the beat of the music is really what's going to help regulate us in a lot of ways. But a lot of times people may be listening to the lyrics as a way to connect to the story, another person, right? Things like that. So if I'm working out, I don't care about the lyrics as much. I'm just trying to keep the beat, because usually if I'm putting that occupied. On... Really?
Yeah.
No, that would make me think too much about it. Like when I'm able to do that, then I'm throwing on something I can learn from. I'm usually throwing on a YouTube, like learning type of thing. Like I want to learn how to do this thing, or, something that can tie into my business that's still a learning gap for me. You see, when I'm
physically doing something, my brain also needs to be doing something. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we're all different people.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are, now for when I'm being mindful, and I use music for mindfulness quite a bit as an activity, then I am really listening intentionally to the lyrics to notice what my response is, my thoughts, my physical responses to the beat also.
Mm-hmm.
And there's times, especially when songs come out initially, or when you're playing something new for me, like you did earlier, because I was like, wait, I hadn't heard that song.
She was doing research, and she was like, what do you mean Driver's License is a breakup anthem? I was like, do you want to hear it? And she's like, yes.
That's me. I got to know what they're talking about. So then I want to listen to the lyrics. And I think the first time, I'm listening to the lyrics more than I was the actual rhythm and beats of the music and stuff, because it was a pretty good breakup song. It was sad. It was sad.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It's interesting. And this is where I think a lot of times this is the power of music, which is it makes you think of other people or other associations, because as I was listening to that, I was also thinking about like how it would feel to be a teen girl who was just broken up with, which I would assume with driver's license, but even a young adult your age, like that would really resonate. And then I had this thought while listening to it. I'm like, oh, and then girl, let me tell you, there's going to be another song later on in your life that's going to mean something to you. Because I was like, I remember feeling that way. But then I'm like, then there's other songs like Thank God for Unanswered Prayers, right? Because in that moment, you're feeling this way. But later on, I'm like, oh, thank gosh, because that
dodged a bullet there.
Yes, dodged a bullet. And thank goodness. But I think that's the power of music, which goes back to that connections, feeling seen and heard and understood, and maybe not quite so alone in the feelings that you're having at that time. And so I think a lot of times that's where music just, and that's the beautiful artistry, I think, of music, which is it just gets people and understands them in a certain way, especially maybe even at a certain point of their life. That it resonates with them.
Listen, there's songs from like 4 or 6 years ago that I can't listen to now because I'm just like, no, I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
But it resonated and got you through that time.
Every once in a while, I'm listening to like the DJ whatever on Spotify to pick my songs for me because I don't like picking songs. And it'll be like, here's some throwbacks from 2021. And I'm like, I don't want to listen to my top songs from 2021 because I promise you, I don't want to listen to those.
Ooh, because they say they
represent where I was at that time.
Right. So
and I'm not there no more. I'm
you're
good.
not there. But they say by looking at your playlist, you can tell where that person is at.
Would you like to?
Yes, Victoria, please show us your playlist.
My playlist.
And I think what we could do is ask our listeners to put in the comments section where they think you're at in life right now.
I'm going to do my... Should I do this week's or last week's? I'm going to do my top songs from this week.
I think you should... Yes.
Because I don't have like a solid playlist going on right now. Top song from this week. Girls by Kid Leroy.
I've not heard this, so you're going to have to play it for me
So this
lately.
one's actually an upbeat song.
Okay.
And, yeah. Second song, Ruin the Friendship, Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Very different vibes. Third, Better Me For You by Max McCown. I'm not saying that right. Then Love Me Till You're Tired. I'm not even going to try and pronounce those names. And then Sunburn by Tucker Wetmore.
All right, so those top 5 again are Girls.
Girls, Ruin the Friendship, Better Me For You, Love Till You're Tired, and Sunburn.
And I don't know all of those songs. So
you don't know any of these songs.
So I think we're going to have to leave it to the listeners. They can drop in there. What do they think that says about you right now with where you're at? Knowing that these are songs just represent maybe a current emotional state or not.
I think those represent multiple emotional states. I don't know that says anything about me.
Really?
The top one probably says that I watch too much TV.
Because
it's popular in a show right now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what the rest of them say about me.
That's just what showed up for you.
Yeah. What about you?
What about me? Well, I would probably say on my playlist, I haven't really listened to much lately. So I think a couple things. One, I tend to listen to much of my music through YouTube. I don't know if this is being an 80s child, and I like to watch my music as I listen.
Okay.
I know, it's an MTV thing. I don't know.
I'm too occupied for that.
Well, I put it on and I'm usually flipping through other things, but sometimes it's just easier because if I'm on my
walking,
laptop.
I'm driving. It's on the background while I'm doing work.
See, and for me, it's easier to throw on a few things with YouTube because for me, they're in between like meetings or sessions or this or that. I don't usually have a long time, but I think I will start playing my Spotify list and update it because
you pay for Spotify.
I do, and I love music, so I don't know why I'm not doing it through my phone more because I can do anyway.
It's so much easier.
So my playlist, I don't know how indicative this is of me right now.
This is the top 5.
It is my top 5
from last week.
But it's also because this is on my road trip.
Yeah.
And so it's not like these even played that much. I wouldn't even say they're my top, but the road trip.
They all say played one time, by the way.
Yeah. But American Pie, Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf, Paradise City by Guns N' Roses, Hotel California by the Eagles, and another Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. So
I feel like they're all giving similar vibes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Probably. And I would say those are definitely some of my just put on in the background sort of thing. But I would probably say what I want to do more is create my playlist for my outdoor summer vibes types of things. And
we need a boat playlist.
We do need a
How have we not made one?
How have we not? Ooh.
Well, because usually I just connect to the Bluetooth and I play some sort of country playlist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do that. But we do need a boat playlist. So yeah. So those are my vibing. But I would say probably the last year when I'm listening to music mindfully, I would probably say right now I have a couple of go-tos on that because I find that these are not like my favorites. I typically don't use my favorite songs for my mindfulness. I'm usually wanting something that will evoke a wide range of thoughts and emotions in myself so that I can pay attention to it. So I would say the two that are sort of my go-to, and I access them through YouTube, is Pentatonic's Hallelujah.
That's a good one. I will listen to that once a year, and every time it just hits.
It does. And I think, and especially when you hear the second one, I really love when I'm doing the mindfulness, the choral ranges, because I find that sort of the highs and lows is what makes me really notice and tap into things a little bit more. And my second one is Hosier's Take Me to the Church.
Yes. That's good.
Yes. And some people they both have very spiritual connotations, but they're not necessarily, and it helps me with my own spirituality, get into that, but it's not the reason I go to those. But even some of those, especially Take Me to the Church, has some angrier undercurrents and so forth. So again, when I'm listening to music mindfully, I want it to tap into that whole wide range and getting a sense of what's going on. Just sort of pay attention to in ways that I don't do with other mindfulness activities, right? When this morning I was just on the back deck, just breathing. And that's the one I usually do in the morning.
You're talking about mindfulness and breathing. I don't do that. I don't have music for that.
We need to get you practicing.
No, I don't need it.
It's
not about whether I need it. I understand.
Well, and I think for a couple of reasons, right? One, I think it can help anyone, especially for when I'm treating clients with trauma, anxiety, panic, obsessive thinking. Teaching them how to do mindfulness in a very particular way to target sort of those hyperarousal aspects is really important. So I think that's one thing. And where I really upped my mindfulness practice had to do with research that came out that said individuals who regularly practice mindfulness for 20 years have a 7-year decrease in cognitive decline. So that's powerful, right? If we are looking at how do we protect our cognitive functioning from dementia and so forth. So trying to up my mindfulness. So it's important.
Yeah, well, apparently having brothers means that your life expectancy decreases, so I'm screwed either way. I don't think I need to work on my cognitive. It won't last that long.
Wow. Well, I had sisters, so
Yeah.
So yeah. But getting back to music, right? We talked about our playlists, what those might mean to us with that. Oh, okay. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but think about this. Like one of your favorite shows, like they dance it out.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't watched that in forever, and I literally watched that 2 weeks ago.
But think about that. And you mentioned you're listening to Girls because it's on a show. And how many of us can just hear a few notes of a song and we automatically go into it and we can fill in what it's saying. And many of us can start singing it even with those few notes that we hear. You know, so I'm thinking in terms of Friends has the song at the beginning and, you know, even the clap with it. And then the Brady Bunch, you know, and I'm certain that there's more recent shows.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, shows nowadays don't really have like intros.
Wait, what?
So I just roll into it. Because they're freaking 8 episodes long.
Oh,
they do a little recap.
People skip the intros.
That's very true.
See, back in my day, there was no skipping anything.
So they just roll the credits at the end. Or they'll like put the name of the person at the very beginning. However, but there's no intro. So there's no intro songs. Yeah.
But don't you think also some of the, when you look at some of the most iconic movie scenes, they're associated with a song.
Yes.
Right? Like you got Rocky with the flight, like going up and down the stairs. You've got, I'm thinking The Hunger Game with the girl on fire. Wasn't there a big song with that? The Titanic song.
I don't know that I've ever watched the Titanic.
Okay, well, you at least know the song.
No.
Okay.
What song?
I'm trying to think of it with me. I'm not going to sing on air because
I don't think so. I don't know that any of those references.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I know that there was a song playing as Rocky ran up the stairs and down the stairs and whatever. However, I don't remember what it was.
And maybe those are older. Are there shows that have songs that sort of became famous?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. How about all the Disney?
There
you go. Little Mermaid.
I haven't seen The Little Mermaid since I was like 9.
Why am I thinking of Sebastian clinging?
See, I could probably, the Disney Channel original movies, the musical ones, I could tell you some of those. That's, yeah.
But, you know, and I think a lot of times too, if you think about it, singing is so powerful because of what it does in the brain. Our brain craves pattern recognition, right? Because that kicks off the reward system, gives us a dopamine hit when we're like when we are able to sing in certain songs, right? When we all start belting out Friends in Low Places or Sweet Caroline or whatever it is we're singing all together, that pattern recognition, us being able to start singing, gives us a reward. And so that can be pretty powerful. And when you think about it, learning is a great way, singing is a great way that a lot of us learn also. So a lot of things are put to songs. And think about, how do kids learn to read? How do they learn their ABCs?
They practice.
But Didn't you learn to sing them? You just didn't say A, B, C. It's a song.
I forgot that's a song.
A, B, C, D, E, F. Right? And think about all the little kids shows for the little ones. A lot of them are put
Barney.
to songs.
I don't know why. That's just the one that came to mind.
Yes. So a lot of those were put to songs because it's easier to learn things when it's put to songs.
Sure. Well, kids are also all about like rhyming and repeating.
Yes.
And anything that sounds funny.
Yes. Well, and then when you get into the latency age, right, that 7, 8 to 12, that play on words is really important. And so the rhyming patterns.
That's what I was just saying.
Yes. Development. So, I'm trying to think what else. What else do you think music does for people?
Unlocks memories.
It does. In what ways?
Well, I think that a song can come on and it could take you back to somewhere like where you first heard it or, whatever strong attachment it has. But I think it also can take you back to like the people you were with or I don't know.
I think you're exactly right. There's certain things like if a song comes on, I'm automatically associating a memory with that song sometimes. Right? There's certain songs that I hear and I'll think of an instance, like especially like during college, there was a lot of different songs. If I hear them, like there's some different songs associated with that. A lot of times listening to a song and it making us think of a person that maybe is no longer in our life and we miss them. And so sometimes that can be both sad but also bittersweet because we like remembering the person. Just wish they were still with us. With that, I know for me, I would almost give anything to have a recording of my grandma singing. And we still talk about it, but. And now I think there's so much more available with recordings and things that I think it's easier to capture some of those moments. But yeah, when you sit down and remember certain people, especially if they sang to us, it's like, oh, I remember these, and then we pass down, what my grandma Jay sang to me. I passed down to you guys some of those. So, yeah. So those generational songs that we share within our own families and so forth, that can be fun. Our friends. I think that's another big part is thinking in terms of music as essential in identity formation.
Yeah.
Right? Like usually generations are defined by some of the art that's happening and especially the music because they tend to be interested in the music that is current for them, whereas their parents still probably default to the music during their own adolescence. Yeah. Which, I mean, you grew up listening to some of our songs.
I did. I don't enjoy them. However,
you do listen.
Unfortunately, yes, I listen. I don't enjoy them. Oftentimes when they come on the playlist, the car ride playlist, I do put my earbuds in and listen to my own thing. Because they're not my vibe. However, do I know the lyrics to them? Usually.
Yes. Do you have one that's more annoying that we play than others?
I think any of your like metal, any of that.
And you call the 80s hair bands metal. Oh. And we're not even talking about y'all like the heavy metal, like Black Sabbath.
My bad. The 80s hair band, I can't stand it. I can't, the beat, the tempo, any of that. No. It's a hard no for me.
That's just
can't.
because she did not go to a good party when those songs were playing.
You're right, because those aren't the kind of songs that are played at parties anymore.
No.
No. Not at all.
Not at all. That's okay.
I don't think I've ever been to a good party.
And this could explain so much, you all. It could so explain
I've been to many. None of them were great.
Because it really can be about the music.
Ugh. I got nothing to say.
When a song comes on and
it's the people you're with. Because it's never been about the music. It's always been about the people around me.
Okay, but a song...
No.
If you're at a party, a song comes on and y'all just don't start belting it out at the top of your lungs?
Sometimes.
Really? But it's not fun?
It's fun for like all of 30 seconds.
Okay, well, a song usually lasts 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm thinking like... Okay, because you're talking probably college party. And what was on my playlist, right? Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. Okay. And you guys, you're probably going, I don't even know what that...
I don't even know what that is.
Right? Okay, so this is what makes it fun. Like, do you love me? Will you love me forever? Do you need me? Will you
No.
never... So, right? And see, exactly, because that's... So sometimes some people are singing it, and then the opposite gender oftentimes was like... I mean, they would swear, like, F no. Because you're singing, like you're singing to each other and it's sort of fun.
Oh, no, we never did that.
Yeah.
No.
Y'all.
They did not go to a party school.
Well, we did go to the same school, so maybe times have changed.
We got rules and regulations that you did not have.
Well, I think there were rules and regulations.
Anyways.
But the whole point being, the music can make the party. I'm going to put my vote out there.
Not anymore. It is now the people make the party.
The people make the party.
And everyone has bad attitudes now. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that can be probably a bunch of other different topics embedded in that one.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's, I'm having this idea of how to be fun.
Trust me, we brought the fun.
You brought the fun?
Yeah.
Others just did not pick the baton up and make the fun.
They just gave dirty looks.
Oh.
They judged. And it's like, no, don't judge.
Don't judge.
Have fun.
Right. So with that, again, what music can do, I also think music can be very healing because, as you said, you're listening to lyrics, you're hearing the story that somebody else is experiencing, such as with the driver's license that you shared with me before. But any of those other types of songs that are talking about an experience that you can resonate with. And so that's how we can process emotions a lot, is by doing that.
Yeah.
I do want to caution, though, I do believe
it could
music,
make it worse.
Yes.
It could be detrimental
to being able to move on. Because I think sometimes what can happen, and we have to be aware of this, is that people can go to a song or genre of music that is resonating for them at that moment, and they ruminate, they stay with it, they stay stuck. And so what's happening is they're living within that feeling or that emotion, and they're not processing it as a way to heal and be able to move forward. And so that is something I think we do have to be very careful about with music is, are we using music in a way to reinforce an emotion that we want to stay with? And that can even be a good one, right? I'm going to only listen to happy music and stay there. Now, that doesn't mean you're not only, like I'm using music this way, but especially when you're using music to stay stuck in some really hard emotions, the sad, the angry, the despair, the hopelessness, those types of emotions, that does become concerning. And so, again, usually want to see progression in the music, or that you're varying the music choices to move towards a feeling that you want to go to.
Like I said, this is why I don't play her my playlist.
Well, I may need to start paying attention more.
No, I don't think you do. Yesterday, I don't know if you realized, but my music was playing in your car on our way to German Fest, and as we were driving around town, it was the same song on repeat.
Was it?
It was.
Was it Girls?
Yes.
Obviously, because it's showing up.
Yes.
And I was so out of it. I wasn't even listening. No. I think even
None of you were.
I think your brother even said something last night at and I get up really early. And so I'm like, dude, it's late. I'm not paying attention to now, if you want to sit down and talk to me, I'll pay attention. But otherwise, some things are happening as background noise. What's that look for?
No, nothing, honey. Nothing.
I don't think any person can be expected to constantly pay attention to everyone.
Okay.
I think sometimes that's what you guys expect me to do.
I think you pay attention a lot more than you do, and that's not our topic. Music! Guys, I played the saxophone for 8 years.
Tell us about
Hated
that.
every minute of it and wanted to quit immediately. She wouldn't let me, and then I finally did. And yeah, I don't know. I still have it. Sometimes I wonder if I can play. I don't think I can play anymore.
You should get out and try.
I did during COVID.
Did you?
I did. Remember, you have a photo of it.
Okay. Oh yes, I do remember that.
Because I was bored and I was cleaning. Yeah.
You just got it out.
Yeah. But I was cleaning my closet. It was in my closet.
Yes. I mean, you wanted to do it. We made you stick with it.
I should pick something else.
Do you think that would have made a difference?
Yes, I do. My saxophone teacher, the one on when we broke out into like individual, like we all the saxophones were together, broken out individual away from the rest of everyone. He was not nice.
Not your vibe?
He was not nice.
Yeah.
Ruined the entire experience. And then the people I was with also ruined the experience.
Yes. And so I was going to say I played the drums in high school.
Didn't you play the saxophone for a little bit?
My senior year, we had a lot of percussionists, and my sister had played the saxophone and was no longer. So our band director knew I had the saxophone and asked me if I would play the saxophone. I'm like, sure, I will try, because I read music. I'm not, so I did play it. I'm not certain I played it well.
See, I want to learn the piano. I think I would kill at that. I think that'd be a fun hobby.
I wanted to learn. I did take some, and I can play.
I can play keys. Very basic, because I took intro in middle school.
For me, the challenge has always been, and I admire, anytime reading music, I have to read it and memorize the whole notes. I can't read the music fluently.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's a skill I would have to develop more, but I would say that I have tried that numerous times, right? Because I played the bells and other things. Like I said, I read music, but I just don't read it quickly. Unlike reading books and stuff, I can read very quickly. So for me, I have to read it and practice it, and then I just have to keep repeating it, and that's how I learn.
You see, I just memorized what finger goes with what line. Yeah. Because it's just repetitive. Just like, okay, this note's on this line. Therefore, I press this finger. Yeah.
Well, and we all have different learning strategies.
Granted, I don't know if you realize this, but the last 2 years I was in band, I'd never played.
I don't know.
I just sat there pretending.
I remember one time when I was in high school and I was practicing because it was a solo for the marching band. Mm-hmm. And is it Parade of the Wooden Soldiers, the song? But anyway, they were very high notes. And as like I said, I had to practice and I had to keep redoing it because that's how I learned. And all the dogs in the neighborhood were howling. I can only imagine like it was hurting their ears or something, but yeah, but think about that. All of those group experiences that you have through music, whether it was band because you were able to go to Disney as part of your high school band.
I was in color guard. I did flags. I was not playing.
But you were still that's part of some memories. Choir, like people have a lot of memories associated with some of those experiences. Right? Like, isn't that the iconic saying too? And one time at band camp, just from a movie.
I hated band camp. Hated it.
Yes. Well,
I didn't like band.
Hot.
Didn't like band. It's not my vibe. Ugh. See, this conversation about band has me remembering when one of the guys in the saxophone section was like, Victoria, just quit. You're not good. And then, like last year, he added me on Snapchat and was trying to ask me out.
But it sounds like he hurt your feelings.
It's like, goddamn, that's crazy. I was like, no, you're so right. However, I'm stuck here, so deal with it.
Because you had these darn parents who were like,
I'm here, guys.
You're here.
I'm here. I'm showing up. I might not be playing at all. However.
Oh, and this is where we can look at these parenting moments and like, oh, did we get it wrong? I don't know. You seem to be okay. You learned to stick with things. And then you got to a point where you were able to you make your own decisions. Finally, yes.
It's all good.
So,
the memories.
And all of these things, again, that identity formation, all of them sort of come together to who are you as a person?
Yeah.
How is it that you relate with peers? The memories that you associate with each of the things.
Yeah. So what specifically does music help with in regards to mental health?
I would say music helps in several ways in regards to overall mental health and wellness. One, it absolutely can help with overall regulation, right? So with that, it can alter our breathing, our heart rate, which in turn that can lower blood pressure, that can reduce overall stress, that can alleviate anxiety, and oftentimes depressive symptoms with that. So, and then with the ability to regulate, right? The helping with depressive symptoms is because sometimes it can help us sort of pep up a bit. Not that pepping up is always able to do with depression, but it can help us regulate our moods with that. I think music can help us understand emotions better, right? So it can help us identify some of the emotions, tap into emotions that we may be experiencing, whether it's happiness, excitement, anger, fear, sadness, hopelessness, things like that. So, and with that, I think as it helps us tap into that, I think it helps us feel more connected and less lonely. Like somebody gets it. If there's a song written about it, then I'm not alone. And so it can help us feel like somebody out there gets it and understands us and where we're at. And that can be powerful.
Yeah.
So I think music does those different types of things. I think it helps us from a cultural aspect. It helps us connect with others. There's just certain songs or rituals that bring us all together, right? A song, thinking about, the seventh inning song for baseball games, take me out to the, right? There's things like that. There's family songs. For some people of faith, can be some church songs. So I think that music in itself can bring us together.
Mhm.
And then I think a lot of times music as an art is through both the beats, but then also the lyrics can make us pay attention to things in certain ways and make us think about different aspects of life or living life in ways that maybe we hadn't thought about.
Mhm.
So it can do a whole lot. And like I said, really help us process some of those emotions, especially for adolescents and young adults. Feeling not alone, like somebody gets you, because adolescents by nature typically feel like they're alone, nobody gets them, and so forth. And so music really is a good way to connect, especially with adolescents.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Takeaways. What you got?
My takeaways are that I really want to spend some more time and create very specific playlists for different things. And then also, because music is so important to me, why am I not putting a speaker in my office and connecting? Like I said, to me, it's
Because
just
they always
easier.
disappear.
They do. People take my speakers, y'all.
I don't have a speaker.
We know who takes the
We know.
speakers.
There's 2 of them.
They take our speakers.
We bought a specific speaker. Also, where is it? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Y'all,
Anyway.
and I'm big on my speak. Like I try to buy quality speakers. So anyway, yes, those are my takeaways. What are your takeaways?
I think music can be very powerful. Yes.
Yes,
And I think it's different for everybody.
it is.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.